Hello, and welcome to Bad at Golf. Although, after today's episode, we might need to change the name to Good at Golf. I had my best round ever, and couldn't believe the score. Today we're at Ellis Sharp Golf Course in Jackson, Michigan. It's a really small community course down in Jackson, about an hour and a half away from my house. They have normal ladies' reds, intermediate gold, and blue tee boxes. When I first started playing this course last year, I always played the intermediate, the gold, because I was an intermediate, and I was probably about a 20 handicapper to where now I'm around a 10.2. So even though I'm probably twice as good now as I was then, I wanted to play from the golds this time on film to see the difference in my score and what difference a lower handicap would make. And I'm already playing even par. Always fix your divots, people. And putting for bird. And with that birdie, that takes us to 1 under for the round, teeing off at hole 3. So the way I found out about this course is I used to date a crazy lady that lived across the road. Oh, I forgot. She wasn't crazy. She took pills for that. But yeah, I still do miss my weirdo. And I was injured last year, had a problem with my hip, ripped a muscle, torn something. Couldn't walk for like a month. So when I started to be able to walk and I was staying with her, I'd come across the street and play golf every day. I played golf for like 17 days straight last summer at this course. It is a cool little course, but I think I'm probably a little too good for it now. I would have to play from at least the blues. Then with that bogey brings us back to even. Teeing off on hole 4, it's par 3. I generally hate par 3s. I've been pretty good with my driver. Never very good with my irons. We're pretty inconsistent with my irons. And with that being said, I'm on the green with a chance at bird. Even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Birdie. That bird brings us back to 1 under. So the 5 is another short par 3. And this shows, hey, 10 handicapper. Yeah, I'm going to fuck it up every once in a while. I chunked it, left it pretty short. And I'm guessing I was about 30 yards away here, maybe 35. Really, really nice chip approach, recovery shot, let's say. And tap it in for par. And we're still playing 1 under, starting hole 6. This is only my 4th summer playing golf. I really do like the sport. First summer I had clubs given to me. Next summer I bought some clubs off the shelf. Last year I bought a golf watch that has a shock sensor. It tracks every shot, every hit, every approach. That's helped me a ton to know what I'm good at and what I'm bad at. And then this year I went and got fitted for some custom clubs and took some lessons. And yeah, I hit my drives have went up 50, 60 yards, and it sounds like a big boy hit now. Tap this in for par and still playing 1 under. The new driver, new lessons, sounds like a big boy. Listen to this. So that was a 262-yard drive on this, and drove the green on this short par 4. Up until last year, before the new clubs and the lessons, I was hitting about 200, 210s. I was lucky if I hit a 220. After the lessons, my average is 250. I've touched 272, 282, 285 once. On this drive here, on the start of the 8th, I overdrove the green 270 yards and had to chip back. Can you still call that hitting the green in regulation if you overshot the green and have to chip back on? Hitting for birdie, picked it up for par. Here we are on the 9th hole, and stepping up. I know I got to swing hard. It's a par 5, and I just hit the longest drive of my life on camera, over 300 yards. So that's the first time I ever hit a drive over 300 yards. And it left me like 190, 195 in. I'm hitting a 6-iron. 195 yards away, and I hit it to about 20 feet left of the green, pin high. So with that chip in, I had a chance for bird. That birdie brings us to 3 under, starting the 10th. Makes it look like I kind of know what I'm doing. Not. After I hit this one, I wonder why I towed it so bad and it only went 215 yards. Looked like my stance is a little open here in the video. Nice thing about the new Callaway Rogues is they're forgiving across the face instead of up and down, so toe hits and heel hits still kind of go straight, they just don't go as far. I chip it up on, so green in regulation, and all I have to do is 2-putt this to save par. Here we are at another dreaded par 3. Can't tell you how many times I've teed off, missed the green, have to chip on like I did here, or chip on, mess up the chip and have to chip again, or chip on, be too far and have to 3-putt. Can't tell you how many times I've made 5s on 3s. It's almost my par. Well, in this one, wasn't quite a par, wasn't quite a 5. I picked it up for a 4. That bogey brings us back up to 2 under. Hole 12, par 4, but it plays longer than it looks because the green is elevated a good 30 foot off the fairway. This drive, I hit a good one, around 270 yards, but push it a little left. Leave it short, of course, and chipping it up on and leave that short. So now we're back to playing bad golf. So at this point now, I'm just hoping to chip it up there, get it close, maybe save par, but you know how it is. Chip it up there, then 2-putt. It's bogey or worse. It was a good attempt. If I hit it harder, it might have went in, but I leave it short, pick it up for bogey. Hole 13, and we're back to our dreaded par 3. And yeah, I'm always thinking of 5 when I come up to par 3. Maybe that's half of my problem. But I put a decent hit on it, leaked it a little left it pin high, but that's not the best part. Look at this chip. And I'm like, go in. And it rimmed out and left just behind the hole. I cleaned it up, put it in for par. Short par 5. At the courses I play at now, this would be a par 4. I make a good drive, and then I'm thinking I'll get there in 2 because now even my irons are sounding like big boy hits. So I came a little bit outside in on that shot, put a slice on it, and as you see, I was backing up trying to keep my eye on it. Landed just off the cart path, but pin high, chipping it on, trying to, make a good recovery. This is for bird. Can he make it? And no. So I pick it up for par. Hole 15, another short par 5, 425 yards, and I decided to bring out the big stick, put everything I got into it, and I hit another plus 300 yard drive here. Leave myself 124, 125 in, chip it up on, hoping to gain the stroke. So I leave myself 125 from the pin. I'm using my gap wedge. Goes 115 to 125. I chunk it a little bit, leave it short, 30 foot, but I am on the green, putting for eagle. Decent lag putt here, leave it pretty close, and I got a shot at bird. But watch this putt. It goes. I'm picking it up for par. It goes past it and rolls back it and back into the cup. Bird. So Ella Sharp Park. It is a small course. You can tell by the number of par threes. This is a 150-yard par three. I got my 8-iron. Hit a really nice one. Put it like literally, if it would have went 3 more foot, it would have been a hole in one. But I got a shot at bird. And no. Pick it up for par. Hole 17 is a very narrow par 4. So I'm not giving a hard swing. I'm trying to keep it controlled. About an 80% swing here. But I do a decent drive. 242. Leaves me not too far from the hole. I think I hit a 5-iron here and put it just on the front of the green. So putting for birdie, but yeah, no. And I get it close enough that I pick it up for par. Hole 18, a par 4. I'm hitting my 5-iron here because there's fairway bunkers right in the middle at 250 that I would hit right into if I hit my driver. Hit a 5-iron. It was downhill, went at my back, 213. And the approach shot to put it on the green, nice, perfect approach shot. Leave it 20 foot short, putting for birdie, and then make a putt finally. Put it in for bird. So we end the round with a 68 or 3 under. My first time ever shooting under par and my first time ever shooting a sub 70. Thanks for watching Bad at Golf.